I included environment in the Restore Your Soul Wheel because of the impact that our environment has on us that many people don't realize. One of the best ways to influence our environment is through the Chinese practice of Feng Shui. And actually in traditional Chinese medicine, Feng Shui is considered more important than even acupuncture, herbs, and massage for keeping people healthy and avoiding disease. The Feng Shui Bagua is the main tool that's used in Feng Shui to help analyze the energy of space. And actually translated from Chinese, Bagua means 8 areas, and the 8 areas are encircling the center, so there's actually 9 areas in total. Today, Feng Shui is recognized as the art of placement, so placing our furniture and belongings and other symbolic objects in order to maximize the flow of energy in a space and to be able to influence different areas of our life through this flow, this positive energy. So we're actually drawing positive energy to us and moving negative energy away. The 9 areas that we work with and are able to influence in Feng Shui in the Bagua are relationships, fame and reputation, abundance and wealth, family, wisdom and skills and knowledge, health, career, helpful people and travel, and creativity and children. So you could hire a Feng Shui consultant to do some Feng Shui in your home or office or any space that you want to influence. But there's also a lot that you can do for yourself. So I'm going to share with you some tips on how to use the Bagua in a really basic way so that you can start maximizing the energy flow in your own space. There are different schools of Feng Shui, and to make it as easy as possible for you to get immediate results, I'm going to use the simplest way of working with the Bagua. And that is starting with the organization of it at the front door of the house. So if you take a look at the diagram, that'll make it as easy as possible for you to figure out how the different areas of the Bagua correspond to the different areas of your home or office or whatever space you're using. And I'm just going to use some examples of how I organize my own space to give you some ideas of things that you can try for yourself. Okay, so we're here in the relationship corner of the house. If you look at the Bagua, the relationship corner is always going to be the far right of the Bagua. So we're using Feng Shui to enhance the relationships in your life, particularly love relationships, as opposed to family relationships, which is another area of the house. We'll talk about that later. But this is an area that's very yin or receptive or feminine, and it's related to the earth element in the 5 elements. And so this is an area where you want to get the romance happening and the idea of coupleship. So as far as objects are concerned, you want to have things that are in pairs as opposed to single things. And so if you look around this room, for example, there are pairs of lamps, there's pairs of hearts, there's pairs of curtains, and even 2 bedside tables, 2 clocks, 2 tissue boxes, things like that. So anything that you have one of, it's often good to have 2. And also, the colors that you want to have in this space are usually going to be pinks and oranges, sort of peachy colors. So as you can see, the comforter is sort of a peachy color, and the walls are a little bit peach and off-white. And when I first moved into this room, actually, I was going through a phase where I really didn't want a couple relationship in my life, and so my room is a little bit more austere. And then when I started opening up into the possibility of being in relationships, I kind of added some things like the curtains and some other things to kind of bring in more coupleship. And lo and behold, as it would happen, couples started entering my life, or rather there were a lot of opportunities for relationships that opened up for me. Another thing that you can also do, which is if you're really looking, if you're not in a relationship, so if you are in a relationship, let's start with that. If you are in a relationship, then this is a area where you can put romantic photographs of you and your partner, or just romantic photographs in general. It doesn't even have to be of the 2 of you, but obviously that's a good idea. If you're not in a relationship, then this is an area where you can kind of clean out part of your closet. So leave half of your closet open and available for someone to come in, or your drawers and other areas. And again, making sure that you don't have lots of single items in your bedroom. So something that you can do to enhance the feeling of romance in the room, in your relationship corner, is using essential oils, which you can also use in other areas of the house as well. So essential oils that would be supportive of that romantic feeling would be rose oil, also jasmine, or patchouli would be great. So you can have them diffusing somewhere in your room, or you can even just put a drop or two on your pillow. It'd be nice right before you get in bed. And a few things that you want to avoid in your relationship corner. You don't want to have any sad or lonely images, like people sitting there by themselves by a rock, depressed. That's probably not what you want to have. You want to have more romantic images of couples and people really in love or enjoying themselves. And you also don't want to have pictures of your family other than your significant other in the relationship corner. There's another area of the house that is specifically designed to support the energy of the family, and that would be a much better place to put photographs of your whole family as opposed to just you and your couple, your partner. Another thing that you want to avoid in your relationship corner is clutter. You don't want to have lots of things around, especially if your bedroom and your relationship corner are in the same room. You really want to avoid putting lots of things underneath your bed. I know that a lot of people actually love putting stuff under their bed because maybe they don't have a lot of storage space and they think, oh, this is great, I can just shove a bunch of stuff under my bed. But that's actually not good for you, both for your relationship and also just in general for your sleep and your rest. Because if you have a lot of clutter and random objects or things underneath your bed, that's not going to be beneficial for just relaxing and getting yourself into a space of rejuvenation. Also, you want to avoid having lots of books or work in your relationship area and also in your bedroom. So either one. You don't want to mix work and love energetically. So that doesn't mean that if you work with your partner that you can't do that, but in the relationship corner you want to just focus on the connection between the two of you and not necessarily the work that you're doing together.